we get Mr. Popo and Dende, who wonder if they should join their fellow friends. And I think it was Mr. Popo who says that, anything can show up out of nowhere. And then boom, anything absolutely shows up out of nowhere. And he goes like, hey, look, something just showed up out of nowhere. Perfect timing. And of course, we are introduced here. He's like, whoa, another Namekian and another Supreme Kai. And what's really cool about let me make sure I'm getting his name right, Neva. Yeah, one of the cool things about Neva's ability here is he is able to and it kind of reminds me of the human extinction attack, seeing it like this, but he's able to shoot these lights that go all over the earth, and it turns the Dragon Balls, which are stone, and it takes about 1 year. He's able to go ahead and reverse the effects to speed up the process. And Dente tries to stop them because these guys are totally doing all this without consent, just taking their Dragon Balls, gonna turn them all to kids as if their lives don't matter. So right off, these villains, I'm ready to see their butts get kicked right from the start, and he ends up chopping Dente. But I gotta admit, this was funny. So Mr. Popo runs over, and then he looks over and makes eye contact with Mr. Popo. Was it Degesu, I think his name is? And he goes like, did you want some too? And he goes like, oh no, I'm good. If you follow Team 4-Star, they make Mr. Popo out to be the mightiest god of all gods. So just seeing this, it's so funny. If you've watched Team 4-Star a lot and everything, obviously I know Mr. Popo's nowhere near as strong as they portray him in there, but it's just funny to see when you think of that. So of course here we get Kudin, aka Krillin, Piccolo, Bulma, all looking into the skies. It's getting dark, and they're like wondering what the heck is happening. And what's very interesting during this interaction is that Kibito and the East Kaioshin, they could tell something's not right with the energy of who's producing this. So once again, if him and my gosh, I cannot remember these names. Degetsu. Yeah, if him and Degetsu are related, that might be interesting. So I'm looking forward to seeing where this goes when it comes to episode 2. Of course, the East Kaioshin is supposed to be a huge part of this entire arc, so that's going to be interesting to see. And then we get CGI Shenlong, which looked really cool here, aka Shenron in the Funimation dub, and he ends up basically being told by Gomah, who wants them to turn them back into kids. And Shenron is like, well, how old? And he's like, I don't know, like 8 or 9. And he's like, well, what about the kids? He's like, turn them into babies. He's like, you're so specific. So I really love that attention to detail. That was pretty cool. And then of course Shenron, he obliges and turns them all into kids. And you're seeing Bulma, Kudin, ADK, Krillin, then Goku, Vegeta. Well, all these shots we've seen before in the trailers. They're all in pain, getting turned back into kids and stuff. And the episode ends with Glorio, I think, if that's how you say his name. That's literally just the one shot we got, and then the main theme song plays